welcome back. It's 617 with Sarah and Manny. We're here with the GetUp Crew. We have Melissa and Ramiro. Ramiro's like lounging in bed, you know? How are you guys doing? Are you surviving the pandemic?
Man,
barely.
Listen, I actually just got back. I've been at my parents' house in the middle of Coronaville. I was in Everett from literally from Memorial Day until Labor Day. And because my wife, she's studying for the bar exam, and we have two very little kids, so we needed help, you know, with the kids while I was working and stuff. So my parents were helping us out. We just moved back this weekend. I'm so glad to be home. And I haven't gotten out of my bed since I've gotten home because I missed my bed so much. So that's where I'm
lucky.
That's where I'm talking to you from right now. To bed.
Oh, what's it been like, you know, navigating the pandemic, being on the radio in a situation like this? I mean, it must have been crazy to start, and here we are in September, and we're still going, right?
Yeah. So we never stayed home. Like, we went into work every single day. We went into the studio, although our other DJs that are on during the day after the morning show, they were all staying home and doing their shows from home. We actually would go in because our studio is set up pretty well where we can all social distance while we're in the studio. So we haven't missed a day. So it's kind of been, you know, cool with no traffic, and, you know, there's like nobody on the road, like nobody's been, you know, going into work. Although lately they started 25% of the office has been coming in on any given day. So, you know, it's been cool in that sense where we haven't had to see anybody. So that's been good.
I liked it because it gave us a sense of normalcy when everything was super locked down. You know, we actually, you know, had a talk amongst ourselves, and everybody on the show, besides Pebbles, voted to still come into the studio. We were like, listen, I volunteer to still come in. I volunteer to still come in. Pebbles was very, very paranoid. She wanted to stay home, and we told her she could if she wanted to, but I think she felt the peer pressure and said, fine, I'll come in too. So we've been in the studio the entire time. And when it was really, really tight, it was good to, it gave you, everyone else, I felt like their days kind of just stuck together. With us, it gave us like that sense of normalcy at least.
Yeah.
I bet. I mean, I get that because I still was going to work as a pharmacist. So life never really changed for me. And then I took last week off, and I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? I was so bored. I can't even imagine being with people.
Because there's nothing you can do. It's not like you can, like when everything was closed down, we would go to work, our show's over at 10, and then I would go home and be home by 10:30. This is when everything was closed, and do nothing all day. So it was like, it was just, like Ramiro said, it brought some normalcy being able to go to work. If I wasn't going to work, I don't know what the hell I would have done. Just stayed home because I live alone. I don't have kids or anything. So it was really, it was very boring to say the least.
Yeah.
Hey, but at least now, I know summer's almost over, but were you guys able to like go to the beach? Like how long did it take for you guys to actually leave and meet like with friends and family and actually hang out? Because I know for myself, I was going nuts being home and then they shut down golf too, so I was going crazy.
Yep. I go out every night. Ask Ramiro.
Listen, Melissa, the only thing that she's done is she's done the bare minimum. The only thing she's doing is wearing a mask, and that's because she wants to be nice. She doesn't want to get yelled at. She was going to the casino before the casino officially opened back up.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, they had like a little special VIP night. I had to go. So no, like I said, we were all cooped up, and I was home by myself, and I couldn't wait to see my friends again. And so we started doing when New Hampshire was open and for outside dining and nobody else was. I was going up to New Hampshire to have dinner and stuff. And then everything started opening up around here. So, you know.
I know.
I mean, the casino thing, I think that's called a problem. I don't know if it's, you know, but I understand it. I was the same way. I mean, I was the same way with my buddies. Like, we try to stay away. We'll have like a little, like a cookout, but everybody's like 10 feet apart. Like, it was crazy. I mean, I'm just glad that I can play golf, and, you know, I'm enjoying my kids. I think they're going back to school, I think. I'm not sure. I don't really pay much attention to the emails, but apparently they're going back to school soon. Yeah, but it's been crazy, man. But it's definitely good to see you guys.
You too. I know we haven't seen you in what? I don't even know how many years it's been.
The last time I think is when you guys came in to my bowling, the Manny Strikes for School event, I think.
Yes.
A long time ago.
So
guys, stop aging yourself. Manny.
No, I know, right?
I already said, you see the beard. It's been years. It's been a few years.
Speaking of like the restaurants, actually, now that you were just talking about that, all right. So here we are in Boston. We're going into the fall, the winter. I mean, are they gonna get like heating lamps? I don't even know because I won't go inside to eat personally.
Yeah,
but you know.
So I know for a fact, I live in Waltham, and I'm friends with the man who owned Tim. He owns In a Pickle, which is one of the most popular diners in the area. He was telling me that they've given him the green light to, what they did was they shut down a good chunk of Moody Street in Waltham, where a lot of restaurants are. So a lot of restaurants were able to like kind of build their own little patios outside and be able to serve people outside on the street, which is really cool. And I guess the city just gave him the green light to stay open till November 1st outside. And he already ordered a bunch of heating lamps and all that. So he's getting prepared to do all that with the heating lamps outside. And I don't know I'm sure other restaurants will follow suit with the heating lamps. Just got to obviously be careful as a fire hazard, make sure there's no like tents or anything in the vicinity. But like, I'm sure a lot of restaurants will start doing that.
And the restaurants, I mean, I say I've only been to 2 that have done indoor. I've eaten outside at probably like 4 or 5, but indoor I've eaten at 2, and they do it very well. Like you go in there and it's almost like have you ever like met a friend for lunch and you're like, oh geez, the place just opened, because it's literally like you, nobody, someone, nobody. That's how the indoor restaurants are doing it right now. So it's not, and it's almost, I almost would rather, and I think I told Melissa this, I said I would almost rather go to these places when they first reopen, because they're going to be so stringent with everything.
Oh yeah.
As opposed to when if it's been going on for a while, they might get a little lazy and go, hey, did we wash that table? Don't worry about it, we'll clean it next time. Whereas in the beginning, they're so strict. We went to my wife and I, when they first reopened outdoor dining, we went to Del Frisco's at the Seaport, and they sat us outside at a table. My wife, I was facing the water. My wife had her back to the water, and she started moving her chair to sit next to me. And the waitress said, you can't do that. And we said, why? She goes, well, social distancing. And we said, yeah, but we're together. And she said, yeah, but you can't do that. And we said, but if there was 4 people at this table, there would be somebody sitting where we want her to sit. But the waitress, I mean, we didn't put up a fuss. We were just like, it's not that, that big of a deal, but I get it, because she was so like, listen, we got to keep the separation the way it is.
Yeah.
So this was way in the beginning. So they're very stringent with it, especially. Yeah,
they're very strict as far as they don't refill coffees. You have to have a whole new cup. Same thing with like soda. They won't refill your soda. You got to get a whole new glass. Same thing with the condiments and stuff. They don't have just salt and pepper shakers on the tables. They bring you out ketchup, salt, pepper, all that. So, and even the menus, if you guys have noticed, they do like, what are they? The QR, what are they called? The
QR code. The
QR code menu.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah. So they're very strict about that.
Well, I don't know if you guys know this, but obviously I'm a sports analyst with Nesson, and with the pandemic, they left all the good-looking guys off the off the schedule this year until next year. But besides that, I actually bartend in East Bridgewater at a place called Audrey. So I'm he hired me last October. No bartending experience at all. I actually learned my roots, and I can actually make a good drink now. Not to Sarah, because Sarah's too high maintenance. But anyways, but I run the bar, and the bar where I work at is open now. But the same way, like you guys are explaining, I have to try to maximize the bar as much as I can. But our bar is so big that I'm actually almost 6 feet away from the people, and I just put people 6 feet apart. So if you come in with a group of 5, I can sit you guys together at the bar, but it can only be a max of 6, and then 6 feet apart.
Yep.
So, but it's fun though. I enjoy bartending. I thought pitching at Fenway was hard, but when that bar is full, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Is it true? I heard this was a thing that you can't have a drink unless you have food in front of you.
Yes, that's it's not that it's a law. It's more like one of the regulations that you're supposed to sit at the bar. Or I tell people when they come in, "Ooh, dude, order like a side of fries or sweet potatoes and just put a plate out."
Right.
And the thing is that a lot of people that really supported Arduous through the pandemic, he was able to open like right away without no hesitation, because people
that's good.
people did takeout. So when people come in, I told the owner, I'm like, people will not get mad if you tell them to order something and they just can't sit at the bar and drink. Like
Right.
they support each other, and he was all nervous about it. And if he doesn't follow it and somebody snaps a picture, then he'll get fined, and then a double fine, and then they can shut you down if you don't follow the regulation, you know?
Wow.
But we've been really good. Like Romero said, we try to clean everything. I can't give the same cup. We can't keep the same coasters. Like when you guys put a drink, I got to throw all that stuff away.
Oh, wow.
Constantly. The only thing that stinks is that when you guys come in and sit down and you have a mask on, you got to take it off. But me, I got to keep mine on the whole time. That's pretty bad for me.
Yeah.
It's annoying more than anything.
Well, they can't see your gray beard at least, so that's good.
Hey. I can see, because with all that blonde, you hide all your whites or grays, whatever you want to call that.
Yeah, blonde's the best. Yup.
Bars though, like here we are. We got the Patriots coming. What are you guys thinking about Cam Newton being our new quarterback? I mean, who saw this coming in 2020?
I am excited. I'm excited. I am a diehard Patriots fan. I am a diehard football fan. I've been counting down the days I was counting down the days till training camp. Now I'm counting down the days till opening day. And like, with Tom Brady gone, obviously whoever was going to back him up.
Don't cry, Melissa. Brady's gone. Let her go.
I'm gonna cry because Brady's
The
gone.
morning
Me
is
too.
over.
A little bit. But.
Yeah.
Morning is over. It's on to the next. Okay, he's gone. He's not coming back. So we have to get behind Cam. I'm ready to go. I think that he's gonna be great. I do. Now the team around him.
It's a whole different story.
Who knows? I mean, the verdict is out until they start playing real games. So we're gonna have to wait and see on that.
Mm-hmm.
I am more of I'm a Tom Brady guy. I'm a fan of sports, but I'm a fan of sports not the way Melissa is. Like, I'm a fan of, I like football. I like all the sports, but I'm more a fan of the stories. So if the Patriots go on to win the Super Bowl, that'd be a cool story.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be a cooler story, Tom Brady going to a brand new team and showing that he's so good that he can win with a brand new team. So if he goes and wins, if Tampa Bay wins, I'll be happy for that too.
He has a lot of weapons, Romero, over there.
I know.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I love it. But you know what? He deserves it at this age.
It's a hell of a story because I wanted him to stay here, but the Pats let him go. And Super Bowl's in Tampa Bay this year, ain't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of things going like it's supposed to,
That's what I'm saying. I love
way.
the story part of it. I mean,
But you don't think the Patriots winning under Belichick with a new quarterback would be a good story?
Well, that'd be
The only thing about Cam Newton is if he's healthy, he can get out of the pocket and run. Brady couldn't do that.
Right.
So if he can block a little bit for him, he has a good arm, a cannon, and I think he's going to do good if they, like you said, the guys around him do what they're supposed to do.
His accuracy is not the best, but I mean.
But I can see him running. Brady never could get out of the pocket.
Right. So it's give and take.
You
know? Right.
So
if they won it, it'd be cool. But I saw a video of him throwing to his receivers, and at the end, it was during practice. And at the end, they all came over and high-fived him, and he was bigger than all of them. That's just a weird look. The quarterback being bigger than his receivers. I don't know why. That's the eye test. I don't know. Like, it's not. There's no scientific fact to that. It's just when the quarterback's bigger than his receivers, I don't think it's going to be a great season.
Listen, you're not a true Patriots fan if you're rooting for Brady and the Bucks to win the Super Bowl.
I don't care.
Hey, Melissa, it's not that. It's that we let him go.
I get it, but you should still want your home team that you are a fan of to win.
Of course,
get it.
I want the Pats to win, but if Brady for some reason makes it happen over there, we're gonna be like, see, that's what happened because you let him go.
Right.
You know? And obviously Gronk going over there as well, like coming out of retirement, it's crazy.
Yes. And I'm not that, Melissa knows this, I'm not that much of a sports fan that, like, I don't stick with the teams through thick and thin. Like, I got other things going on in my life. So, like, if the team starts sucking, I'm not going to be like, I've had people say to me, you're not a real fan. I watched the team even when they went, if it's the Red Sox, even when they went 60 and, 90 something. I'm like, congratulations. I have something better to do than watch a team that's playing terrible. So right now, if you ask me anything about the Red Sox, sorry, Manny, I couldn't tell you a damn thing.
The funny thing is, I'm the same way because I mean, it's been such with the pandemic and as bad as they've been playing and injuries and all this stuff, it's tough to watch. So I mean, I try to like stay posted just in case Nesson calls me and I need to talk to like but I'm not really missing talking about him this year because it's been a tough year for him.
Yeah, I can't. Like, if the team's doing well, I'll pay it. Again, I'm all about the story. And a team that sucks isn't a good story to me. Unless they're, like, winless. And you're like, wow, I hope they lose again today.
See
That'd
how
be
bad
cool.
they can suck.
Track record. And then we had the Celtics win last night, which I was excited about because 2 nights prior, they looked really crappy. Really
And
crappy.
then the game before that with the buzzer beater, I almost died. I jumped off my couch. I was like, what just happened? Yeah, that was bad.
Do you guys think if they win, because they have a really good chance to win it this year?
Yeah, they do.
It kind of takes, I don't know why, but the way the season's been choppy and not played completely, does that take something away from it?
I think so.
I think so too. I know. And then
I'm back.
I was saying last night they wouldn't be able to have a duck parade if they win.
Yeah.
Right.
It wouldn't be normal. Nothing
Right.
is. Yeah.
And it sucks because even if it was a full season, they probably would have won the whole thing.
I think they would have. I really do. I have season tickets, so I'm always there. Section 15.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I've had them for a while.
As bad as the Red Sox have been this year, like and I look on TV, I'm like, man, like where did I go wrong? Because I'm like, I could do that. I could still do that right now. You know? I'm
They need you, Manny. They need you.
People are like, Manny, come out of retirement, man. Like, I mean,
right.
You know? And I'm like, I thought about it this year, but it was with the pandemic, it kind of slowed everything down.
Who's the pitcher? Who's the pitcher? It was just on the news last week who, I forget who it was. I don't know if it was Jared Carabas, but someone made a comment on Twitter that he looked homeless, and the pitcher's wife responded. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, yes. He said, or is that the one that his wife was like, if he blows another lead or something, that she's going to divorce him or something?
Yes.
I was
if he walks the leadoff batter or something, I'm going to divorce him.
Yeah, he was like,
it was so funny.
He did it his like 3 outings in a row. She goes, if he walks the leadoff again, I'm going to divorce him.
And there was a picture of him I saw online, and he did look homeless. I'm like, who? They literally looked like Ramiro. It looked like they went on freaking Malniacast Boulevard and just grabbed some random guy and threw him on the mound. I'm like, who is this guy? I don't know what to do with this guy.
Meth Lyle, baby.
If they did that, I would watch the game. They'd be like,
it's so funny.
This is Bob. We found him lying down in his own poop. Let's see how he does.
Manny, what are you doing there? Are you trying to show us something?
No, my puppy keeps yanking all the cords right now. I'm like, and I saw him bite my foot. Nice.
Oh my God.
No,
How old
it's
is
like
he?
He is a little over 8 weeks. We just got him.
8 weeks.
Wow.
Oh my God.
We saw him at 5 days old, and then we kind of went to see him like every other week, and now we got him like 8 weeks after. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, so cute.
Get ready for
the
middle of the night having to take him
out. It's been, I took him out at 1:30 this morning because he was crying in the crate.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
So, and then my wife, it sucks for her because she has to be up at 5, like, to go to work or train somebody and then go to work. So she's like not happy about it, but we're excited.
And then when his teeth start, you're gonna start finding teeth around the house, and they start falling out. And...
let me see if I can flip it. Look at this. Look at what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My cousin got a puppy recently, and I was saying all that stuff to him because he's never had a dog, so he didn't know about like the teeth falling out. You know how you have to take them out super frequently in the beginning. And I said, get ready for all that crap. And he's like, why aren't you being encouraging? I said, because listen, when it comes to puppies and babies, there's a reason they make them cute, and that's because there's times that you want to throw them out of the house, but you can't.
That is true. That is very true. I agree.
Yeah.
Well, with Manny, he needs his beauty sleep, so this should be.
I do.
I text him at 11 a.m. That's too early, so this is going to be.
Stop
fun.
it.
Yeah.
No, the thing is, Melissa, our show's at 1 o'clock. I'm like, I wonder what time Sarah's gonna text me to remind me that we have a 1 o'clock show today.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
like, she texts me at 9:30 in the morning one time, like, don't forget. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And then at 11 o'clock is not as bad, but
I haven't slept till 11 or 12 in over 15 years, probably.
Oh, I bet not.
No.
I mean, with the kids in school and stuff, like I get up early with him. Like today, I had to get up because he was crying again at 7:30 to take him out, fed him, and now all he does is like they said German Shepherds when they're puppies they sleep about 18 hours a day.
Oh my God.
So it's like, so you might look at him and think something's wrong with him, but that's just because he's growing so fast.
Right.
And they grow while they sleep, so that's what they said, that they sleep so much.
Jesus.
You're in for it.
I thought he had a little bit Dominican in him because I like to sleep too. So I was like, we're good.
God. But like, yeah, I mean, you guys get up so early to do the show in the morning. Like, what is the earliest you can sleep in now when you have the day off? Never?
Ramiro is probably a better person. He gets up earlier than me.
Even on like the weekends, I get up early just because I have 2 little kids. I have 5 kids total, but the 2 youngest is 3 and 1. So you're not sleeping with them on the weekend. But during the week, I get up at 2:20 in the morning. So.
Ugh, I don't know how you guys do that. Ugh.
I get up at 4. That's a little more reasonable. But then on the weekends, I get up at like 7, 8. 8 at the latest. Probably 7.
Yeah. Oh my God.
For me, sleeping, if I can make it to 7, it was a good night on the weekend. But usually it's probably like, they're actually really good sleepers, but they just get up early. But we put them to bed early too, so they sleep like, if we put them to bed at 6, they'll sleep all the way through till about 6:30, and sometimes 7. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know. Well, do you guys have any? Are you gonna get Cam Newton on the show? Like, is he gonna stop by?
Well, we know he has an exclusive deal with one of the sports stations that's not our station. So probably for like, legal purposes, we probably can't. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure at some point we'll get somebody on, maybe one of the McCourtys, or I don't know, because I know a lot of them have charity events they like to promote. So we'll always have anybody on that wants to promote their events and stuff like that. So
there you go, Manny.
I still think we can get Cam. Cam's a Peloton guy. I got a Peloton. I know Cam's Peloton name. I told Melissa, I was like, that's how I'm going to work him in. We just got to talk about the Peloton.
Wait, do you see him when you're riding?
What?
Do you see him when you're on there? Do you compete against him?
No, you can't connect with him. You can like high five or whatever, things like that. But you could see if he's taking a ride. I can see when he's doing it and stuff. If I'm on at the same time.
Cool.
Oh, that's cool. You can stalk him. That's awesome.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, you could have Julian Edelman on. What about him?
Hell yeah.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
right? Why not?
I mean, I've met him a few times at different events and stuff like that. He did say that he was a big fan of the second date update. This was like maybe 3 years ago when I saw him at an event. And then who else was it that said they would sit in their car and wait before practice to listen to the second date update?
Oh,
who was it?
I remember when they came back 28-3, the dude who jumped up and it bounced off his chest. He could have made that really cool game when the tight end dude.
Oh, Martellus Bennett.
Martellus Bennett.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of
he was
the
a big
date
fan.
Update, if you got any good dates for me, we just did a show on dating, so I joined Hinge, and it's quite the experience.
I'm on Hinge.
You're on it too?
I'm on.
Oh my God, you guys should date each other.
Listen.
That was like the weirdest thing for me because I'm like married with kids, and then I mean she was actually pretty funny, and I was like, I don't know what to say here because I'm married with kids, so I'm like,
is that the only one you're on?
Well, all right. So I tried them. I looked at Bumble for like 5 minutes, and
Bumble.
Oh, that was scary. There was a lot of scary dudes on that.
Yeah.
Not scary. Like we were talking about, like when people go and they are holding up a fish for their profile picture. That's a no, right?
I just saw a meme today about that.
Look at my fish in my body.
All right, I'm gonna send you. I legit just saw a meme before we started about that today. Remind me. I gotta send that to you. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. It was like, guys, nobody sees your profile picture with you holding a fish and says, "Man, I gotta have sex with that." Nobody. Something like that. I gotta send that to you. It's true.
She was like, "Man, that's a really big fish. I gotta marry that guy."
Yeah, exactly. Like, no.
Really, like the fish, and then when they pose with their bros, you're like, which one are you?
Right.
No. Yeah, I know.
But Hinge, Bumble, you haven't done Plenty of Fish, I hope. That's the worst.
No. I remember I looked at it years ago, and
that one's scary.
I live down the street, and I'm like, no.
That one's scary. But Facebook dating, I actually like Facebook dating only because you can pretty much weed out the catfish because you can't, unless you create a fake Facebook page, which that's a lot of work to do. And I think you can tell everyone's pretty much legit. So you can weed out any of the catfishing, from Facebook dating.
Right. Oh, that's interesting. I tried that.
Hey, Melissa, Ramiro, not to change it up, but I'm actually trying to open a baseball academy in the city.
Okay.
With me and my best friend Jose Diaz. Marty Walsh is a really good supporter. Like, I mean, with the pandemic, it kind of slowed everything down. But I think it'll be because it was the same concept. Like, I was raising money for the public schools back in the day, but now I'm actually that's what I want to do is work with the inner city youth, after school programs, like help them with their FAFSA, like to get to college, like all that good stuff. But I mean, eventually, hopefully, you guys can have me and Jose go on, like drive in one day and talk about it. Because Marty Walsh, I'm trying to get into Governor Baker's ear a little bit about it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great for the city.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely. Let us know when you're ready to roll.
It's called the Boston Athletic Academy. So it's gonna definitely it's for the inner city youth. Like I said, it's for school, student athletes, more academic than baseball. But it's with the Red Sox after this year, we might lose a lot of kids like not want to play baseball anymore. But anyway, we won't even say that. But definitely, like if you guys can get us on and talk about it, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to wake your ass up earlier than 11 a.m. if you want to.
Right.
What time is the show over? Like 10, right?
Yeah.
I'll be there at 9:58.
Or if you're just looking for content, you could have the pitch on as well. Anytime. I'll get up and come on.
Okay. Anything you guys want.
No Cider, just me and my buddy. We'll take care of it.
All about Manny.
Wait, Sarah, you're saying Manny doesn't have any single friends he can hook you up with?
Oh, well.
I don't know if I have any friends that would want to put up with Sarah's high maintenance, Hey, put it this way. The first time I met her, she sat at the bar and she asked me, and I just started bartending, So she goes, "Oh, let me get an apple martini." Obviously, I know what ingredients go into it. As soon as I bring it to her, I can see her face and she didn't like it. So as a bartender, I'm like, "Oh, if you don't like it, I'll make you another one." So I took it away, made her another one, and I can still see that face like,
stop it.
This guy doesn't know what he's doing,
So
whatever. So then I made her a third one. And I'm like, listen, you need to take this one or the boss is going to fire me because I can't give you 4 martinis because you don't like it.
Oh, no.
And after this, I was like, this girl is so high maintenance. Like, and now with the...
Yeah, that's an exaggeration a little bit.
No, it was
little exaggeration, but...
No,
but
there's
now
nothing...
But now I have her apple martini perfect. I know how to make it, but now she doesn't show up because she lives in a box in a little tube and she doesn't want to leave her house. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna stick up for her a little bit. There is nothing worse than a poorly made martini. When you're having a martini,
Melissa, I haven't talked to you in 15 years.
I know.
So don't do that. I haven't talked to you in 15 years. Don't do that.
Martinis. Espresso martinis are my favorite.
I make a good one.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, so come out. Pick a day and come to Audrey's in East Bridgewater. Because the bar's open, so.
Well, I coach all-star cheerleading in 2 locations, Foxborough and Taunton. So that's all in the area. So I'll definitely come by.
Yeah, so just Google it. It's Audrey's in East Bridgewater, and it's, I mean the food's awesome, and I'm a good-looking bartender most of the days that I'm there. So, yeah.
And if he makes bad drinks, you could have like 2 to 3 free drinks until he gets it right.
Is that right? Yeah, this one
sucks. That is true.
This one sucks too.
Duh.
Yeah.
You're on to me, Ramiro. You're on to me.
Yeah. She stumbled out of the night. She spent like $5.
She did. That's what she does. She'll order a pizza and then eat 3/4 of it and say, "I didn't like it," and then I gotta take it off.
Oh my God!
You know what I mean?
No, I've never done that. Oh, there was a bad pizza, right? Wasn't there a bad pizza? All right, I kind of remember that actually.
Oh my God!
There was an incident.
It was an incident. But you see what we have to put up with? That's what I'm saying. It is what it is,
Yeah.
I'll take one for the team on everything. But I just wanted to thank you guys for doing the show today. That was a lot of fun. Some good laughs, and it's good to see
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
no, it was great. It was Manny. It was great catching up with you. Sarah, I've known you. I've met you maybe I don't even remember when we met in person. It was like once or twice a little while back. But then
I used to do Country 102.5's dirty
yes.
water. Yeah.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And then I always see you on Twitter and social media and stuff.
Yep.
And so it was great to actually see you guys with you guys and connect with you guys and stuff like that. So thank you for having us on.
Thank you guys. It's good seeing you guys as well. Ramiro, don't fall into Sarah's stuff, man. Like don't back around. She won't let me. She won't let it go.
Oh,
That's what
God.
we're gonna talk about for the next 3 weeks. So I'm
There
like,
goes a cat.
My
there goes the
cat.
cat.
That's funny.
I can't. Oh my God.
What is going
sorry.
on back there, Melissa?
I know. Cuties.
She
Mira, thanks
she
for
loves
joining us from
attention.
bed.
She's not getting any attention, so she's pissed.
She's like, hey.
Oh my God, I can't.
All right.
I don't,
All right.
well, thank
we'll
you
see
guys so much. It
soon.
was good seeing you guys.
Good to see you
Cool, man.
guys.
Thank you,
Thank
guys. That was good.